Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Tracy McGrady saying that he no longer watches NBA games. He only watches playoffs, and that's it. So this is what T-Mac had to say. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch a lot of NBA basketball. I'll watch playoff time when everybody's pretty much locked in. Throughout the season, no. I don't watch too much NBA. I watch more college basketball. It's more exciting to me. I like college basketball because they play hard, and it's competitive basketball. I'm not saying the NBA is not competitive, but it's too much everybody shooting threes. You're jacking up and taking terrible basketball shots. I don't see that on a college level. So Tracy McGrady is essentially saying college basketball is more exciting than NBA games. And I could understand and see where he's coming from. I mean, at one point the NBA was diverse. You had players who play inside, mid-range, post-game, back to the basket. You had big men who played like big men, post-game, back to the basket. Now everybody want to shoot threes. The Steph Curry effect, basically. Steph Curry came in the league, bombing threes. Damian Lillard, bombing threes. And now the entire NBA, the league itself, it's a three-point league. Everybody want to shoot threes. 7-footers want to shoot threes. Everybody want to be a three-point shooter. So the traditional big men like Shaq, Patrick Ewing, etc., who would be in the paint, play inside, that's a lost art. You have one or two players who play inside, but for the majority of the games, everybody's on the perimeter. You have big men shooting threes. You have big men on the three-point line. If you don't get your ass under the basket. So the game has changed a lot. I won't say it's for the worse or better, but it definitely changed. And games back then were better. I'm not going to lie to you. Games back in the 90s was more exciting. Basketball then was way more exciting. Now it's like three-point shots. Everybody's jacking threes. And that will work for a player like Steph Curry based on his game. That will work for him. But for most teams and players, it won't work, but they keep doing it. Perfect example. James Harden, when they had the meltdown, they missed like 27 shots or something in the playoff, which he could have possibly made it to his first finals, jacking threes. The D'Antoni system wouldn't stop shooting. Last season, Boston, they shot themselves out of the playoff versus the Miami Heat. Kept shooting threes, wouldn't stop. No one would drive, no one would shoot a mid-range, it's all threes. They got bounced by the Miami Heat. I could give you multiple examples of teams losing because they're relying on so many three-point shots. So in that regard, I don't like the way the current NBA is in that regard. I like a mixture. Everybody can shoot threes, or can they? That doesn't mean it's a good thing when everybody's shooting threes. You still have one or two mid-range assassins like Kawhi Leonard. He's a mid-range player. KD, he could shoot threes, but he's also a mid-range player. So you have one or two of those archetypes still, but all the younger players coming in wants to be like Steph Curry. Everybody want to be like Steph Curry, not understanding you are talking about the greatest shooter in NBA history. Steph Curry could shoot a million threes. It's like a mid-range shot. That's his game. So when Steph Curry shoot a three-point shot, it's like he's shooting a 12-footer. He's that great at it. But all these younger players coming in, their game is based on Steph Curry and the current NBA. So everybody want to shoot threes, and the big man is no longer under the basket. And that'll work for the regular season. But once you get to the playoff, it's a problem. Hence why James Harden never made it to the finals, or Boston got bounced by Miami last season. Because you're relying on three-point shots. When you make them, it's great. But when they're not falling, what's next? And if your three-point shots or your jump shots are not falling, you're in trouble. And we have seen this time and time again. I know the game's going to change. It's going to evolve. That is basketball in a sense. That's life in a sense. Things is going to change. Things are going to evolve, whether for the good or the bad. I get it. But that doesn't mean everybody has to shoot 3-point shots. And that is boring when every team plays the same. Years ago, everybody had their own thing. You had Zebo and Memphis, the old Memphis. They're a gritty team. They played inside. They're going to grind you down. You have your 3-point shooting teams. You had different archetypes of teams. Now everybody plays the same. Shoot 3-point shots. Everybody stand on the perimeter and shoot threes. I will say, yes, there's more spacing as far as how the game is played. So you do have more spacing for the players. I get that part. But beyond that, the game is not better. It's not funner when everybody plays the same. What differentiates teams? Most teams have the same blueprint. We're going to shoot threes, win or lose. And it's already proven. Unless you're Steph Curry, it doesn't work. When playoff time comes and you're jacking up threes and jacking up shots and they're not falling, you get bounced out the playoff. You lose because if you're going to shoot threes, you got to make them. It's that simple. I miss the days when you had different teams, different archetypes. So everybody basically plays the same game play style. So I would agree with Tracy McGrady in that regards that he doesn't watch NBA basketball anymore. He more so watch college basketball because it's more funner. It's more diverse with the play style. They play harder. And I could see where he's coming from. You have multiple instances of teams losing playoff games because they relied on the 3-point shot. Everything has its place, but the game needs diversity as far as the teams and how they play. When majority of the teams play the same, most coaches have the same blueprint. They all play the same. Obviously, they're trying to adjust to the league, and because of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, it is now a 3-point league, and everybody's trying to fit in. And in a sense, it kind of ruins the game because nothing beat diversity. Every team having their own play style, their own archetype, how they play. That used to be great, but now it's like everybody's jacking threes. 7-footers coming in, not trying to be like Shaq or Ewan or Olajuwon or somebody like that. Nope. So if you're a 7-footer in today's league and you can't shoot, there's no place for you. You have to be able to shoot 3-point shots, basically, so you could spread the floor. And that's what the NBA is currently. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not the best brand of basketball, at least to me. It's not the best brand of basketball, but this is where we are currently in the NBA. It's a 3-point league. You either adapt or you're extinct, basically. So T-Mac, he doesn't watch a lot of NBA games. He's more so interested in college basketball. And a lot of people feel that way. The NBA was at its peak in the 90s. Is it terrible now? No, but everybody plays the same. Even in the early 2Ks, it was better. Now everybody plays the same. From 2012 onwards, everybody plays the same in the last decade. Now you have big men like Karl Anthony Towns who wants to shoot jump shot 3-pointers all day. That's all he want to do. A lot of these players are the byproduct of seeing Steph Curry play. And this is where we are currently in the NBA. And it ain't changing anytime soon. So you either got to get used to it, adapt, or you're extinct, basically. So mid-range assassin like Carmelo Anthony, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, you won't see a lot of those players in the future. Everybody coming in is going to be like Dame Dollar or Steph Curry. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.